Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are watching Promise Neverland episode 11. So some crazy stuff is happening. We got a lot going on, a lot of things we don't know. I look forward to hopefully learning some stuff this episode. I'm not sure what is gonna happen. I can't even, at this point, they've done a good job of not making it predictable because I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure Norman's alive somewhere, like in headquarters, doing God knows what. I don't know what they have him doing. I don't know why he's there. Why they didn't just kill him right off the bat like they did with Connie. I don't know any of that. I don't know Emma's plan because right at the end we had Ray say, "You haven't given up, have you?" And she just goes from like looking all depressed to like determined. So she's been planning this whole time. I think maybe a little bit in the beginning was a little bit of mourning, but I don't even know if that was the case. I think almost this entire time she's been planning, so I'm interested to see what she has up her sleeve. We still don't know what was in the box that Crone left, or like wrapped up in little cloth or whatever. We don't know what that was. And Ray has kind of been on the outs. He's a little bit down. He doesn't like care anymore. I don't know if this is gonna change with Emma's plan or whatnot, but we have a lot of things going on. I'm really looking forward to this episode, guys. So without further ado, I don't feel like I need to talk about this anymore because I just want to see what happens. So let's get into it. Alright, guys, you are gonna go down, click the Vimeo link down in the description, like usual, and you are gonna watch my reaction there. It's very easy, one click away, and then you can come back here afterwards and finish up the rest of my video, and if you want to, where I talk about my thoughts, predictions, everything about the episode that I felt was important to discuss. So, go ahead and click that Vimeo link right now, guys. Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of episode 11. Wow. That was an episode. Like, during the outro, I was trying to think about where I'm even gonna start with this discussion. Like, that episode was so good that I almost don't even want to talk about it. Like I want to talk about it, but at the same time, I feel like it did so good that I don't know. But let's just, I guess let's just try to talk about this. So I guess first off, I'd like to say I like where the episode started. I like how it started with, like, right where it left off with Emma's, like, badass face, because that pulled me right into the mood of the episode. And I just like that they didn't show us a ton of recap, or they didn't, like, skip ahead a little bit. They brought us back to right where it left off, which is awesome. It must feel really good for people binge watching too, to see that kind of thing. But then we got to see that Emma hadn't given up. Originally I thought she came up with a plan, and then Ray had his plan going, which oh shit. Sorry about that. I don't know why I have that alarm on a repeat from yesterday, but yeah, so there you go. But at first I thought Ray had really given up. In a way he did, because of how his plan involved killing himself, but he didn't. He still wanted everyone else to live, which is awesome. That's the takeaway from it, is even though he kind of gave up, he still managed to come up with a plan for everyone else. It just happened to be that Norman's plan was better. So yeah, I had a feeling. I mentioned it in the episode. If it gets left in, I don't know what I said that's gonna get left in the episode, because this episode was so good, I don't know if I can keep every good part in with the editing that I have to do. But I mentioned during the episode that when it cut away at the match falling, usually when they do that, it means something happened that you wouldn't expect, or I guess that now that you can expect it, it's not unexpected, but you know what I mean. Like they cut away because something happened to prevent the whatever was about to, like that little cliffhanger. Uh, so I had an inkling that, you know, Emma might have stopped it or pulled him out or something. Somehow he was alive. They did a pretty good job. Emma did a really good job at the acting part with the little time skip forward that they did, where Mom heard her yell Ray and she ran in, because that was super believable for me. I actually thought that Ray was dead there, with Emma's reaction, but she was faking it, and that was insane. And then we had the friggin' moment where Mom noticed that the tracker wasn't working, or she noticed that the tracker showed her down that hallway and she wasn't there. I thought Ray just had the device on him. Like, I don't know why Ray didn't have that with him. Like, I know he was planning on giving up, but why didn't he give it to them? Or did... Because I thought... No, because... Yeah, because Emma should have had it, I think. Right? If I remember correctly, Emma tried to pull the stunt when Norman was getting taken away, where she went to go, like, tackle him and zap his ear, and she stopped him, handed it back to her. And I remember later in that episode, I think you see her tucking it under her pillow when Mom comes in. So why didn't they have the device? Why'd they have to cut off her ear? Unless it was to distract Mom a little longer. Because if you cut off your ear and you put it somewhere, she has to find it, and the process of her finding it and the process of her realizing what's going on and everything, it all adds, like, more time rather than just disabling it, because then she knows it's disabled. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's why she did it, or if for some reason she didn't have that device. But damn. And then, so Ray was alive. The plan to friggin' put, like, different meats there and a hair, that was awesome. I love that little detail. That was an amazing thing they did there. That was cool. And then what happened? I'm trying to go in order of how everything went down. They did a very subtle cut to Norman, like they definitely had him in the focus of the camera, but if you were so into it and, like, reading subtitles and not, like, super paying attention, I guess, you might not have noticed. Like, they didn't do a whole thing. Like, I guess they went back into the whole thing, but the initial reveal wasn't like sorry, Ray. Did I say Norman? I might have said Norman. My bad. I'm talking about Ray here. When they flashed to him with his holding his ear and they were outside in the woods, they didn't say, like, "Oh, Ray, I'm so glad you're alive." They just kind of showed him and then showed the flashback to what happened. I thought that was really cool that they kind of, like, revealed that without any words. That was kind of cool, because sometimes they monologue about it for a little bit and then flashback in some animes, and it's, like, too much, but I felt like this was done very well. So found out that Ray is still alive, which is great. I'm glad Emma was able to catch that in time. And they're both missing their ears now, which is crazy. And then we obviously found out that Norman planned this entire thing. That's nuts. So when he initially found the lighter fluid or whatever that stuff is, he somehow figured out Ray's entire plan. Norman figured out Ray's entire plan when he found that lighter fluid, and realized that he's gonna burn the house down. He's gonna take himself down with it. he assumed that Ray would do it, the day before or around that time of when he's being taken, which did happen. He managed to convince with the plan of introducing the 4 other kids to this whole thing, and they probably wouldn't have believed him, especially the young ones, until they heard Crone talking about it. That was genius, something that they didn't show us before. And that conversation with Emma being the one saying that we should, bring more people into it because mom is paying attention to the older kids, but if the younger kids know about it too, they can help us in secret. Awesome. I love it so much. Everything about this episode is so good. The only thing we don't know is there was the key in the box, and we still don't know what that key is for. Now, there's a couple things I'm thinking of. Either it's a key to, like, a second key to mom's room, and they went in there, took something out of there that they need, I don't know what it would have been, and then shut it and put, jammed it, whatever they put in there, like, look like, I don't know, maybe they, like, wetted up, like, toilet paper or something, or gum, and shoved it in there. Or I'm thinking it's like a key to the gate, so they're able to get out. Although, weren't they gonna go on, they were gonna go on the wall, walk along it, and then get to the bridge that way. So, why do they need a key unless there's like another gate farther down to the outside that they need it for? But super interesting. I wonder what that key is going to be used for. They could juke us all entirely, and there could be like a car there. Like maybe there's always a car there, like on the bridge, and they jack that. Although I don't even know if they're tall enough to drive a car. Maybe Dawn would be, like to reach the pedals. But they could always do like one of those movie things where they have someone pressing the gas with their hands, and then the other people are the eyes. Either way, I don't know, that's just a crazy thought I just had. I highly doubt it's a car just sitting there conveniently with the key for it that Crone had from however long ago when Crone died. And I don't know why Crone would have a key to a car anyway. It's not like she was like driving that kind of thing. So I'm pretty sure that theory is bust. It was just something that came to my mind, so threw it out there. But yeah, so Norman's plan is very, very in-depth. I remember saying in one of the episodes, do you have some kind of plan, Norman? Like, have you figured all of this out and, like, in a way to save yourself and everything? And I thought that I was wrong about that, but turns out I was right. It was just very well hidden. I only got, like, some subtle cues thinking that he might have something planned, but then after he left, I threw all that out of the window, so... My god. Damn. And then, I guess, I don't really, like, the episode was so good, I don't really know what to talk about now. I still have no idea what's gonna happen with Norman. I'm a little worried that he's dead because of that ending bit with him, like, pushing Emma forward. That's, like, what anime do a lot of times when dead characters are, like, still there in their mind, pushing them forward. But at the same time, we could just be seeing Emma's perspective, because a lot of this show has been Emma's perspective, and she thinks he's dead. So that might be why she was seeing that. And he might not be dead, still. So I don't know. I don't know if that was just like a red herring to make you think he's dead. I am still a firm believer that they have to die on screen for them to be dead, so I don't think Norman's dead. But who knows? Maybe they want to subvert that expectation and he really is going to be dead after all this. The thing is if they think he's dead, they're not going to try to save him, so what is he going to do? That's interesting. That would suck if he comes back as a bad guy. Could you imagine that? Like, they make it outside and we do, like, a time skip or something to, like, 10 years in the future when they're, like, in their 20s or something, and you just see Norman all, like, decked out in, like, mercenary gear hunting them down outside the wall because he's been, like, fully converted. in like the 10 years of like torture or something that could have happened. I don't know. Crazy things come in my head sometimes. But damn. And then so the final icing on this delicious cake was Ray saying, was that everyone? And then it pans to Mom like getting motivated, like she saw the ear, she assumed that Ray was alive because of this method, and so she realized that, and then she got her serious face on and was about, I think she was about to charge at them to stop them, because I mean, even she even said like, I won't let you get away, like my adorable children, or whatever her line was. And then friggin' the hand comes up and touches her like skirt dress maid outfit thingy, and I could tell by like the darker skin color, and then the one character throughout this whole series I've been suspicious of is just Phil right there. So perfect. Oh, and they cliffhangered us there. I don't know why he's there. Is he taking one for the team? Does he know something more? Is he like going off on his own plan to distract her? What is Phil doing? Ah, I have no idea. Because, like, you'd think if anybody would be one to sacrifice themselves to distract, it would be Ray, because he was all, like, suicidal. But we know nothing about Phil. We don't know if Phil heard all of this info from Emma and them and was like, alright, your plan sounds good, but it has one flaw. And he figured out that flaw, and without saying anything, he just manned up and took care of it himself. I don't know. That's just a thought, but holy shit. This episode was so good, guys, and I am so excited for next week. I think that's just about all I have to say, though. I might have missed some stuff because there was so much to unpack in that episode, but I got some of like the really big hitters to me, and yeah, I'm at a loss with this show. Like a lot of shows, I can kind of like, or at least some shows I can kind of predict what's gonna happen, but this show, man, oh. Alright. But thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see these episodes in full-length, timer-based, so you sync up your episode with my timer on the screen, you can check out my Patreon. I will be adding more benefits to it. There's very limited benefits at the moment. I'm just getting all this stuff going. I'm trying to come up with more ideas and more things to give you guys as content on there, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Check that out. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's always nice seeing that number go up a little bit here and there. But yeah, guys, super hyped for the next episode, and then the finale after that, I think. This is going to be nuts. But thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.